Okay, very good morning, students. So welcome back to GK online class. Okay, in the last class we have discussed about the first Indian woman. Okay, whatever the achievements they got, we have learned on that. Okay, today we are going to learn about handicrafts from South India. Okay, here the second lesson is handicrafts from South India. Now you can see the picture on the book. All of you can see? Yes, Umang. Umang, are you there? Now network issue is there. Let me pass the question to the next. Yes. Spandan. Spandan. Spandan raising the hand. Tell me. Okay. Let me move. Yes. Now here you are seeing that all the pictures are drawn on page number 6. See the first part, that is by seeing only you can understand that is a sari, isn't it? Which type of sari it is? That is a Kanjivaram sari weave from Kanjipuram, Tamil Nadu. Okay. Now next portion, the second number, it is elephant. By seeing that only you can understand it is an art of elephant. So it is which option? Sandalwood craft from Karnataka. Okay. That is sandalwood craft from Karnataka. That is option P. Okay. Is it clear? Then next number 3. Number 3 is, you can see one stool like is there. When in our homes also we used to sit, your mother used to sit on that, isn't it? For making, preparing food and all. So that is which type of handicraft it is? It is a Bindri craft, handicraft from Andhra Pradesh. Is that clear? Then next we have what is there? You can see a jewelry. In fourth option, a jewelry is there. Which type of jewelry it is? It is a pearl jewelry from Hyderabad, Andhra Pradesh. Okay. Then in fifth option, there is a bangle, which is known as lag bangles from Hyderabad, Andhra Pradesh. Okay. Number 6, you can see what you are able to see, a sculpture is there. Okay, which what is the name of that sculpture? Is bronze sculpture. It is made of bronze, so it is named as bronze sculpture that is from Trichy, Tamil Nadu. Okay, that is option K. Clear? Number 7, you can see painting is there. Yes, you can see a painting. Number 7, it is a painting which is, it is a painting of a doll. Okay, then we can say that doll named as Tanjore dolls from Tanjavur, Tamil Nadu. Clear, students? Then number 8, you can see what you are seeing here. Stone craft is there. Yes, it is made of stone. Okay, the line made of stone, that picture is named as Pallava stone craft from Mamalapuram, Tamil Nadu. Clear? Then number 9, you can see the option C. Okay, the option C, that is a tiles. Okay, since in the houses you can see the tiles are there. Now this is a designed tiles. Okay, you can see the picture. It is a designed tiles which is named as Atangudi painted tiles from Chettinad, Tamil Nadu. Clear? I hope I am very clear to you. Now number 10 of that is, you can see this, you have seen at homes. Our grandparents used to use these type of things. Yes, so that is all. By seeing only you can understand that is made by the palm leaves. Yes, students. So here it is, the name of that thing is cotton palm leaf basketry from Chettinad, Tamil Nadu. Okay. Then we have number 11. That is what we can see here. Number 11. Here it is made on the wood. Okay, it is made on the wood. Yes, it is made on the wood. The Ganapati of the picture of Ganapati is made on the art craft is done on the wood, that named as wood engraving from Karnataka. Okay, wood engraving from Karnataka. Okay, now next we have number 12. This picture, what it shows, that is also another painting that is from Kerala. It is made on bamboo mat. Okay, it is made on bamboo mat. So it is named as bamboo mat painting from Kerala. Now next number 13 we have. 13 is again a jewelry. Since we have learned in number 4 also one of the jewelry, and here also another jewelry, that is different type of, by seeing only you can understand different type of jewelry it is, isn't it? So number 13 we have which type of jewelry? That is gold jewelry. By seeing only the gold polish is done on that, yes, it is the color is yellow. So we can say gold jewelry from Kerala. Okay, I hope you all of you seen in the movies or like that, some in the what we say, in the gold, Malappuram gold, that is there. In that also you have seen the advertisements, also you have seen these type of jewelry. Okay, so gold jewelry from Kerala. Number 14, that is option, that will be, by seeing only you I can understand. Yes, that is a Kathakali doll. Yes, Kathakali doll making from Kerala. Okay, students, that is great. Now number 15, again we have moved to Tanjavaram. Now see, by seeing the same picture as drawn in that, the 7th number was a Tanjavur painting, and number 15. And here one more thing I want to clear, that number 7, the option will be Tanjore painting. It just let me clear you, the students, 7th number. The 7th number will be Tanjore painting. It will not be Tanjore doll. It will be Tanjore painting. Tanjore painting. Okay, number 7, the option will be, the option is Tanjore painting. Okay, it is, option is A. Clear? This is A option, Tanjore painting for 7th number. It will be not, it is written wrong at the back. So please clear it, students. This will be 7th number will be Tanjore painting, and 12, which number? 15 number. 15 number will be Tanjore doll of G option. Tanjore doll of G option. Okay. Then we have another thing, that is, next we have, yes, the last one. Yeah, by seeing only now, just now we have learned about the Kathakali doll. Anna? The same, it is Kathakali mask is given, the face in which they used to put the mask on the people, those who are playing Kathakali, they put the mask on the face, Kathakali mask. Okay, so that we call it as Kathakali mask showpieces from Kerala. It is from Kerala, since it is the Kathakali is especially played in Kerala. Okay, so it is a Kathakali mask. I hope you understood this. In the last 15 minutes, we will have a doubt session. That time you can ask all the doubts. Okay, students? Okay, now next is Paschim Bango. Here, by listening the sentence, we are want to describe about the West Bengal and the places near the under the West Bengal state. Okay. Sorry. Next we have, this is, it is the capital of the Indian state of West Bengal. It is located on the east bank of the Hooghly River. It served as the capital of India until 1911. This city was center of the Indian independence movement. It is also known as the cultural capital of India. Clear? So the sentence what we from that what we are going to recognize which place is known as the cultural capital of India, which is known as it is known as Kolkata. Okay, note down all of you, Kolkata. Now next number, again students are raising the hand. We will have a doubt session at the last 10 minutes or 15 minutes. So please lower your hand students. All the doubts you can ask me together. I hope it is very clear. Okay, now number second we have, it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It covers parts of Bangladesh and the Indian state of West Bengal. So one more thing I want to tell you, in the first point, we can underline the main point. Okay, students, we can underline the main point so that it will be easier to recognize the word. Okay, so in the first point, we can underline the word cultural capital of India. Okay, we can just underline that word cultural capital of India in West Bengal, that is Kolkata. Clear students? Then in the second point, what we can underline it? So it is densely covered by the world's largest mangrove forest and is one of the largest reserves of the Bengal tigers. So you already have seen Bengal tigers where? In the Sundarban. Yes. So it will be Sundarban National Park where the Bengal tigers are there, and it is densely covered with mangrove forest. Okay. Now here, so the second option is Sundarbans. Next, so you can underline the Bengal tigers so that you can recognize the word. Okay, students. Now number 3 we have, it is a town and a municipality in Bankura district in the state of West Bengal. It is famous for its burnt red terracotta brick temples and the Balucheri saris. So here two things we see in this place. That is, one is the red terracotta brick temple is there and Balucheri saris are there. Okay. So in the by the picture you can recognize. So which place it is? It is Bishnupur. Okay, it is Bishnupur. Now here, so the red terracotta brick temples, you can just underline the word red terracotta brick temples. You can underline the word red terracotta brick temples. Okay, students. Now here, that is named as Bishnupur. All of you note down Bishnupur. Okay. Now number 4 we have, this city is located on the southern bank of the Bhagirathi, a tributary of the Ganges. It was the last capital of Bengal. Before it came under the British rule, the city today is center for agriculture, handicrafts and sericulture or silk farming. Okay, here what we can see in this place, the agriculture, it is full of agriculture, handicrafts also made. By the picture you can see the women are sitting and doing the handicrafts, isn't it? And silk farming is going on. So that place is known as Murshidabad. Okay, that place is known as Murshidabad, and you can underline the sentence. It is a center of agriculture, handicraft and sericulture or silk farming. Okay, students. Then we have the next option, number 5. It is a hill station in the Mahabharat range or Lesser Himalaya of West Bengal. It is known for its educational institutions, many of which were established during the British colonial period. And that is by seeing you can see the educational institution is made over there. The picture is drawn. Okay, it is situated in the hill station, and where it is situated? It is situated in the Mahabharat range. Okay, that is known as Kalimpong. Okay, this place, this institution, or it is known as Kalimpong. So note down, students, it is Kalimpong. Now, next number 6 we have, it is a town in the Indian state of West Bengal. It is a popular tourist destination. It is located in the Mahabharat range. It is noted for its tea industry. Here, there, the industry is there of tea. Okay. And the Himalayan Railway, which runs here, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Tiger Hill Gu Monastery is there. Okay, and Bhutia Basti Monastery. And see, these three things are there at this place, and that place is attractive to the tourists, those who come over there. Okay, so what we call it, that place? Okay, what we call? Who can tell me? Yes, Umang can tell me. Yes, Umang. Yes, waiting for my saying that all will raise hand. That is a good spirit, students. Good. Yes, Umang. Yes, Umang.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, tell me, what is the place that, what is the name of that place? By saying only you can understand.
Ma'am, please repeat the question.
So you don't have the book in front of you? I need to repeat. I hope you were listening.
Ma'am.
Yes, Umang.
Ma'am, the Darjeeling.
That is Darjeeling. Very good. That is Darjeeling. Okay, thank you. Lower your hands, students. One I have asked. Lower your hands, students. Okay. Now here, by seeing Darjeeling, you can see how nice, beautiful it is. The railway is there. Himalayan Railway is there. The Gu Monastery is there, and the Bhutia Basti Monastery is there. Okay. So you can underline that word so that it will be easy to recognize the sentence or the state, which the place. Okay. And one more thing I want to tell you, that you have to learn all the things in the GK book. They have funny facts are there. Now find out is there. Okay. So here the now find out, in the now find out, the question is given, name 2 national parks of West Bengal. Okay. In that you can write it page number 9. It is page number 9. The question is asked, 2 national parks. 2 national parks are asked. You can say one of the West Bengal. No? So you can give the answer. One of the national park we have already come across in the lesson. That is Sundarban National Park. Okay. One of the lesson, one of the point we have just already discussed. So we can write one of the point as Sundarban. Sundarban National Park. Okay. Then next we can write number 2 as Gorumara. Okay. Gorumara National Park. We can write Gorumara National Park. Okay, students. So students, note down these 2 points. Since it is now find out, the question is given to you in the book page number 9. There 2 national park they have asked. So one of the national park we have discussed in the lesson. So that is Sundarban National Park, and second option it is not given. So we have to write. No? So I have written Gorumara National Park. You can note down. Okay. Next. Now shall we move to the next lesson, that is mineral rich states. Here you have just some points are given about the interesting facts of these places, and the places are Bihar, Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh. The important states of our country where is mineral rich states are there. Okay. So here Bihar is famous for. Now the points are given. By what it is known, what is there in that place. Okay, that every points are given. Okay, so just I will read out so that you can understand it. Okay, now the first, the ancient city of Vaishali in Bihar is considered to be the first republic in the world. Now next, Bihar, the capital of Bihar is Patna. Okay, so that is there. And Patna in Bihar has the world's longest free Wi-Fi zone is there in Bihar in Patna. It has a range of 20 kilometers. Okay, students. Then we have the library of Nalanda University is there. Okay, very big university is there. Nalanda library is there. Okay, that has 9 billion manuscripts. So please students underline that word 9. A library of Nalanda University had 9 million manuscripts. Underline that word. Now, when Bakhtiyar Khilji set fire to it, it kept burning for 3 months. So you think how much big library it was. When it was lit a fire to it, that it took to get burned in 3 months. Okay, it would now in a large because since it was a large library. Okay, it would took 3 months to get burned. Okay, now here people have many interesting places to visit in Bihar. Now, what are the places? See, you can see the picture given on page number 10. Mahabudhi temple is Thai monastery, Takkat Sri Patna Sahib is there, Nalanda University. See, this is the university. Okay, and Royal Bhutan monastery is there. Okay, students. Now here we have the next state, that is Jharkhand. Okay, now what is specialized Jharkhand with? Okay, now see, Jharkhand was carved out of the state of Bihar with 18 districts. Okay, there are 18 districts in it. Districts are there in it on 15th August 2000. The word Jharkhand means Lord of Forest. Okay, the Jharkhand, the Jar being the term for forest. It is famous for Lord for Forest. Next is Jharkhand is known for the first largest fertilizer factory of its time in Sindri, first iron steel factory at Jamshedpur, largest steel plant in Asia, namely the Bokaro steel plant, the biggest explosive factory at Gomia, and the first methane gas well known in India. Okay, methane gas is used. From science we have learned why, for what purpose methane gas is used? The cylinders, yes, it is used. I hope you know. Okay, now the interesting places in Jharkhand are Kankedam, JRD Tata Sports Complex, Baba Baidyanath Temple, Rasi Modi Center of Excellence. So these type of visits, interesting places are there in Jharkhand. Okay, students. Now next we have the third state, that is Chhattisgarh. Okay, here what we can see, Chhattisgarh was formed from Madhya, because first Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh was only one state. Na? Chhattisgarh lying in the Madhya Pradesh. Then only after some on November 1, 2000 only it get divided. Okay, Chhattisgarh become another state. Okay, Chhattisgarh was formed from Madhya Pradesh on November 1, 2000. It has 27 districts. So Chhattisgarh is home to many tribals like Gond, Pandu, Korwa, Bhil, Kamar, Baiga and Abujmar. Okay, these type of tribal people are living over there. Okay, now next point we have Chhattisgarh accounts for 70% of tendu leaves and is called Dhan Ka Katora, meaning rice of the bowl. Okay, now here 70% people use tendu leaves in their place. So that is made in the dhan, that is also called dhan ka katora. By listening the word only, since you know all of you Hindi, so you are by listening the word only you can understand that dhan is called rice. Okay, their rice is mostly the people of that Chhattisgarh use rice for eating. Okay, so dhan ka katora, that is known as rice bowl. Okay, now the state stand first in nation for coal and tin production and third in iron ore production. Okay, for first production is coal and tin over there. Okay, students. Then third we have iron ore production. Okay, now last point, you can see the attraction, the interesting places over there in Chhattisgarh, that is Chitrakoot Falls, Bastar Royal Palace is there, palace, a big palace over there. You can see in the picture. Kunkurik Church is there. Then Bhuteshwar Shivling is there. Okay, so the lesson that is Indian heritage. Okay, students. Here some of the students again joining with Galaxy. Numbers are given. Okay, please students rename yourself and enter it again so that you can do it in the setting of your, if you are doing by the mobile or laptop, there is setting is there, in that display name is there, students, you can just put the name correctly and enter in the Zoom class. Okay, now here Indian heritage is there. You can see many temples, minars and different type of heritage are there in our India only. Okay, so it is in the number it is given, you have to match, you have to identify that numbers and you have to put it in the order or in the sequence. Okay, students, so here number 1, it is in the upper part of our Indian map. So what we call it one only, we by seeing only we can understand that is from Jammu and Kashmir. Yes, students. So here, Jammu and Kashmir, which place will be there? It is given in the down. You can see Hazrat Bal Shrine. Note down, students. Number 1 is Hazrat Bal Shrine. That is from Jammu and Kashmir. Okay. Now, number 2, we have Cave Monastery. Cave Monastery, that is Ladakh. Put the option number 2 on the above of the picture. It is given very clearly. See, you can put the number on the box. Number 3, we have, number 3 is Golden Temple, that is from Punjab. Golden Temple, you can put the option number 3 over there. Then number 4, Hemkund Sahib, Uttarakhand. Hemkund Sahib, Uttarakhand. Okay. Number 4, Hemkund Sahib, Uttarakhand. Number 5, now we are just moving to the down part of our India map. Okay. Number 5, now we reach to the nearby the middle part. Okay. So Qutub Minar, New Delhi. Qutub Minar, New Delhi, number 5. Put the option number 5 on Qutub Minar, New Delhi. Number 6, that is Taj Mahal, Uttar Pradesh. Taj Mahal, Uttar Pradesh. Now, number 7, what is that? Number 7, that is Hawa Mahal, Rajasthan. Yes, Aditya can tell me the 8th number. Yes, Aditya? Aditya? I asked only one of the student, Aditya. When I am asking Aditya, never responds. Okay. Aditya, are you hearing me? Okay, next, let me pass to the next. Jyoti? Jyoti, are you hearing me? Okay. Ashi?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, dear. Yes, tell me, what is the point number 8?
Ma'am,
Point number 7.
Ma'am, point number 7.
Yes, point number 7.
Ma'am, Hawa Mahal, Rajasthan.
Yes, very good. Hawa Mahal, Rajasthan. Very good. Note down, students. Number 7, Hawa Mahal, Rajasthan. Very good. Number 8.
Ma'am, Sanchi Stupa, Madhya Pradesh.
Okay, this is we come to the middle point. Madhya Pradesh is in the middle. You can see number 8, Sanchi Stupa. Very good, Jyoti. Sanchi Stupa.
Jyoti Notasi.
Okay, Sanchi Stupa, Madhya Pradesh. Okay, that's great. So lower your hands, students. Move to the next. Number 9. Number 9 we have, that is Somnath Temple, Gujarat. Somnath Temple, Gujarat. Number 10, Ajanta Caves, Maharashtra. And Abhinav can tell me. Abhinav?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Number 11 will be?
Ma'am, number 11.
Yes. By seeing you can understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell
And
me.
Jagannath Temple, Odisha.
Yes, very good. Jagannath Temple, Odisha. Okay, that is number 11. Yes, number 12, Abhinav, thank you. Number 12, Ayush can tell me. No, Ayush, Abhinav. Abhinav Singh, 6th D.
Yes, ma'am.
Abhinav Singh, 6th D.
Hello.
Yes, Abhinav Singh, 6th D. Yes, tell
Hello.
me. Number 12.
Ma'am, number 12.
Yes, number 12.
Hello.
I'm hearing you tell me what is the answer of number 12.
Charminar, Andhra Pradesh.
Yes, Charminar, Andhra Pradesh. Okay, very good, Peter. Yes. Next, Nandini can tell me. Nandini. Nandini can tell.
Yes, ma'am.
Nandini, tell me.
Ma'am,
Number 13. Number 13.
Ma'am, Hampi, Karnataka.
Yes, very good. Hampi, Karnataka, number 13. We are just moving down part of our India map. So it will be Hampi, Karnataka. Very good. Next. Yes, Aditya Gupta. Aditya Gupta can tell me. Number 14.
Ma'am, Brihadishwara Temple.
Yes, what is that? Number 14 is? Where
Brihadishwara,
it is?
Tamil Nadu.
Yes, very good. That is Brideshwara Temple in Tamil Nadu. That we call it Brideshwara Temple at Tamil Nadu. Okay, very good. Now next let me ask the last one. Last one, Ridhima. Ridhima can tell me.
Hello, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, dear. Tell me, Ridhima. Number 15. Last point of Indian map.
Vivekanand Rock Memorial.
Very good. Vivekanand Rock Memorial. That is located in?
Hello.
That is located in? Yes, Ridhima. That is located in?
Tamil Nadu.
Yes, very good. Vivekanand Rock Memorial is located in Tamil Nadu. Okay, that is great. Now lower your hands, students, all of you. Now we just move to the next lesson, that is Indian National Awards. So most of the awards are given. So by which status we are giving this awards, you can see in this lesson. Okay. So the awards, the names of the awards are given, so you can see. And we have given some sentence so that we can recognize which type of award it is. Okay. So here also, what we are going to do, lower your hands, students, all of you. Lower your hands. So you can just, again, you can underline some of the words so that it will be easy for you to recognize the awards. Okay. Now first, this highest civilian award is given for exceptional work for the advancement of art, literature, and science, and in recognition of public service of the highest order. So this is known as Bharat Ratna. Okay, Bharat Ratna is given. Okay, so you can note down Bharat Ratna. It is given for art, literature, and science, and the people of public service. Okay. Now, next option is this second highest civilian award is given for exceptional and distinguished services in any field, any of the field. Okay, including service rendered by government servants. So some of the people, those are working as a government servant. So these people, they will get the civilian award, that is Padma Vibhushan. Okay, these people, they will get the Padma Vibhushan. You can underline the word, the government servants used to get this. Okay, who people get the? Vaishnavi can tell me which type of people get the Padma Vibhushan? Vaishnavi?
Yes, ma'am.
Which type of people get the Padma Vibhushan? Just now I said. Yes, Ojas can tell
Ma'am.
me. Yes, Vaishnavi.
Ma'am, Civilization Award.
I am asking which type of people get the Padma Vibhushan. Just now I said.
Ma'am, government service.
Yes, very good. That is government servants used to get the Padma Vibhushan. Okay, very good. Now next we have the next sentence, that is this third highest civilian. This is the so first we have learned about the second highest. Yeah? Now here this is the third highest civilian award is given for distinguished service of a huge order of high order to the nation in any field. So the people those who are sitting in the service in the high order, that people used to get this civilian award. That name is Padma Bhushan. One is Padma Vibhushan was there. This is Padma Bhushan. Okay. So distinct words are there. Just listen carefully and note down. Okay, students. So number 2 is Padma Vibhushan and number 3 is Padma Bhushan. Clear? Now next number 4 is this is the highest honor in the field of sports, that is Arjuna Award. This is given in the field of sports. This award is given in the field of sports. That is which award? Aditya Jaiswal can tell me. Aditya
Yes, ma'am.
Jaiswal. Which award is given to the sports people?
Ma'am, which question?
So you are not here, Aditya.
Fourth.
Fourth one. Yes. So listen carefully when I am speaking. So you are just continuously watching the class, okay? You are not.
Ma'am,
So you are.
ma'am.
Yes, Aditya.
Ma'am, Arjuna Award.
Yes, my dear.
Ma'am, Arjuna Award.
Yes, Arjuna Award. Very good, Aditya. So just listen what ma'am is telling to you, okay? Very good. Now here next number 5 is this is the highest military decoration of valor. It is awarded for the most conspicuous bravery or daring or a preeminent act of valor or self-sacrifice in the presence of the enemy, whether on land, at sea, or in the air. That is given to the person, those who have brave activity. Okay, they have just not bothering of about they are just self-sacrificing, and these people either they are in the land or in the sea or in the air. You know, these type of people they will get which type of award? That is Paramveer Chakra. Okay, these type of people they will get the award Paramveer Chakra. So underline the students. This award is given for the enemy, whether on land, at sea, or in the air. Underline that sentence so that it will be easy for you to understand, recognize the word, recognize the award. Okay, so note down, just underline that word and note down the award, Paramveer Chakra. Okay, students. Now, next we have number 6. This is the second highest decoration for valor and is awarded for acts of gallantry in the presence of enemy, whether on land, at sea, or in the air. Now here, what is the difference? It was the highest, the Paramveer Chakra was the highest one, and this is the second one. Okay, second decoration award it is. So it is also for land, sea, and in the air, but it is the second highest award. Okay, Paramveer Chakra was the first highest award, and second one, the second highest award is Mahavir Chakra. Okay, is that clear? Now next, okay. So last we are having, this is the third one is Veer Chakra, and at the last point, 8th one, this is the highest peacetime gallantry award, peacetime gallantry award, okay, is military decoration award for valor, bravery, an act of daring or self-sacrifice away from the battlefield. it is given in the battlefield. Okay, so that is called as Ashoka Chakra. Okay, students, I hope all of you understood this class very well. So most of the students are raising their hand. Let me ask Ayush. In the next class we can have, so time is over, but then also we can have the session, we have the doubt in the next class. Okay. So we have completed up to 6th lesson of Discover India chapter. Okay, those are having, let me ask you, Abhinav.
Yes, ma'am.
What doubt you are having, Abhinav?
Ma'am, where is Sundarban Park?
Sundarban Park is West Bengal.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next, Mayank Mishra.
Yes, ma'am.
What doubt you are having, Mayank?
Ma'am, where is Kanke Dam situated?
Where? What you are asking?
Ma'am, where is Kanke Dam situated?
From where you are asking?
I'm from page number 11.
Page number 11. Page number 11.
Yes, ma'am.
Kanke Dam is situated in Jharkhand. That is an interesting place in Jharkhand. You can see from the book, na? Okay. So it is clear, students. So I hope all of you understood these lessons. So in the next, so your homework is that you just enter all the answers. Okay. Up to 6th point we have discussed. In the next class, if you will mention all the answers from the back, and then we can discuss, you will be knowing the answer, and I can ask you very well. Once you will write down, then you will only understand what are the points to be explained. Okay, so students, in the next class, I hope all of you just open the book and note down all the answers, so that it will be easy for you to understand when I speak about it. Okay, thank you, students. Have a good